Stadium, home to some great Heisman Trophy winners, legendary coaches, and today the Seminole War Chant will be rocking this place. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown. As we'll see, the Oklahoma Sooners taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Sooners will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Webster. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
He'll do it himself. Quarterback gets him up. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, no! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Fielded in the end zone. It's Sategna. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound. The war chant on 3rd down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Hauls it in at the 40. Makes a move. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. Got it in the middle. It's McCoy. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down.
Oh, that is a rope for the completion in this offense. I'll tell you, think about great Seminole quarterbacks, the 3 W's. Wenke, Winston, Ward. Dudes that could change the game. Heisman.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And it just doesn't get more dominant than that. One-on-one, me versus you, and there's nothing you can do about it, David. I know that's something you know a lot about based on your time at Georgia.
Man, fly off the edge, beat the man as quick as you can. There's so many things that have to go right for you to get a sack. The ball has to be coming out a little bit later. But you know what? When you win that fast and that clean off the line of scrimmage, that is how it's done at the highest level for that defensive end.
The Seminoles look to keep this drive humming. He's got it on the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
He's brought down at the 6th, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking for a gap. It's Webster. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Rush is on him. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is extended a little far.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs and hopefully move the football. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Hunt is in the air. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Touchdown, Seminoles! The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Burks. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Got him downfield. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Here comes the heat. Finds his man, it's Wheeler. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. You bring in a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around him, so a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they'll match.
It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown Sooners.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. Wants to pass. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. Stopped at the 12-yard line, and he wanted that pick 6. He'll have to settle for setting up his offense. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. To the air, it's Castellanos. Looking to scramble. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's past the 30. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. How about this dude going off script for the Noles, not necessarily known for his running ability?
Hey, make plays when they're there, right? I think that's one of the most important qualities of a quarterback is being able to make the right decision at the right time. And listen, they've had some great ones at Florida State. Looking for that next great one to take them over the top.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
That's caught. It's Robinson. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Fires to the big fella. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
Now, Reese, I think it's the quarterback position. I think this team was spoiled in a lot of ways when they had Jordan Travis. And they obviously had so much NFL talent surrounding him, but they had a leader. They had a guy that everybody could look at when times got tough and believe in. Someone has got to be able to establish themselves at the quarterback position for this team to get back to its winning ways.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Might be changing the route. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Turning it on! And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. We'll get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
And the Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Back to pass, it's Castellanos. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down.
And this offense stays aggressive, and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it and be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
And it slips just inside that right upright. And that lead grows even bigger.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
From their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Sategna. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Caught near the sticks. It's Sategna. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect.
There he goes. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Sooners can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's got it again. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw, it's Mateer. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Under fire. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the Sooners will line up to punt it away. Fair catch will be made just inside his own 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Pittman. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. To the air on first down. Moving out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw back to the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
No panic and hesitation by the defense on that play. First off, nice job getting some pressure, flushing the quarterback out to his left, and even a better job in the back end covering after that scramble play.
Got a man. It's Lucas. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
Gets it out of there for the first time today and didn't see much of him. That loss a week ago, called on just once. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Flushed out of the pocket. On the run, fires downfield. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete.
He's going for a big play downfield. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball.
Deep shot for the end zone. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Noles will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Floating away. Fires on the move. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. The give to Davis. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football.
Breaks into the open. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Quarterback may change this route. Wants to fire on second down. Finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
It's third down, and the line to gain is the 36. Power football with the run. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Gets rid of it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Man, sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Another big play for this Sooner receiver, dare I say, Hollywood-esque.
Hollywood is right, and that's one guy that comes to mind, by the way. But this offense, it just does what it does. No matter the name, no matter the coach, whoever it is, it's going to be high-flying, it's going to be fast-paced, and it's going to be really good.
He's got him. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And the QB just makes it look easy. Drop back, surveys the field, makes the correct decision, throws the ball where his receiver can catch it, doesn't put it in harm's way. That's a really good quarterback making it look easy.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Caught. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he releases it. The ball just trickles to the ground.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice. Turnover on downs.
Open space at the 25. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Now on first down from the 28. They'll ride the hot hand. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The Noles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Off the play fake. Now rolling to the left. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He slings it deep to the left. Makes a grab on the shot. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The Seminoles are rolling down the field. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Grabbed over the middle, it's Williams. At the 40, there he goes. He's loose. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. Buys a little extra time. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Wants to throw again. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Arkansas is dominating this one, thanks to an offense that's been running hog wild since the opening kickoff. They're up by 28 over Texas A&M. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. To the air. It's Mateer. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming to the game, you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Give to the running back. Powers through the defender. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Seminoles in a good spot here with second and short. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. Oh, he's got some space. 1-on-1 to get them into enemy territory, and he's out of bounds at the 40.
This quarterback is making outstanding decisions so far in this game, and you've already seen it throwing the football. The guy already has over 200 yards passing, but he's doing it in the running game as well. Really good decision that time. Seeing nobody accounting for the pitch guy, you flip it out, you pick up a nice play offensively. Really good football IQ from the quarterback position.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Got it set up on the outside. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Pressure coming. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
caught behind the line. It's Pittman. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Here's the pressure. He's got it and still on his feet. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking.
Touchdown, Florida State! And the stomping has commenced. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. And the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. He'll do it himself on the draw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
The Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. And no doubt about it, an easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the lone man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
When you know you have a team out